Hello everyone, how is it going? It is Shabir from Velo City and welcome to Touhou Wednesday, guys. How's it going? Hope you've had a great week so far. Welcome to the stream. Hello there, CMOS. Hello there, Dash. Hello, Piedor. Hello, Krim. Hello, Xenon. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are having a good one. It is now time for some Touhou, baby. Are you guys ready? Oh, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's been, I don't know, it feels like it's been a while, man. Maybe it's because we've had, like, Touhou Gaming and then Touhou Watch Party. A lot of Touhou, right? And now it feels like we're getting back to the weekly sessions. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Guys, welcome. As you can see, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we have new gold bars up on the screen here. They look a lot more HD. They're a lot more like in tune with our sponsor 2.0. So I hope you guys like them. When they overcap as well, they have a nice little effect, I'll say. But it's nice, man. We're cooking, man. Team is hard at work. But thank you. And a percentage, exactly, man. Very, very helpful for us, for supporters, to quickly see at a glance like what the percentage is at, right? Without doing maths in our head, because let's not do that. Hello there, Rick. Welcome to the stream. Thank you guys for all of your requests today as well. Appreciate it big time. Just some housekeeping. As always, we're gonna be doing clips over on YouTube, and then we'll head on over to Twitch for the music. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the VOD channel, which I will drop right now. Give me a second. Where is it? Oh, did you guys like the Touhou upload that we did today, by the way? Hey, Space Street, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Thank you for dropping by. There it is. And actually, before we get on to like even the clips, guys, we have more reading. Courtesy of Krim. Thank you very much. Oh, and I'm glad you did. I'm glad, man. And very excited for this, man, because we are now continuing Bohemian Archive in Japanese. What's the full name of this again? I can't remember. Japanese. Dash. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it big time. Thank you for the request. Oh, by the way, actually, Dash. I should have said this before you sent it in. But what was the time between you sending the tip and the alert appearing on stream, or like the goal updating on your end? Was it quick? Was it long? Like it wasn't. Was it 2 minutes long, or was it like shorter than that? Let me know. And if anyone is sending any more tips in, keep an eye out for how lengthy that time is. We deployed a fix, but we want to make sure it's working for everyone, and we want to see if there's anything else that could be bugging out. But lovely. Okay, we'll take it. There was a bug that made it like 2 minutes, bro. So okay, that's a fix in my book. Well, beautiful. That's amazing, Dad. Thank you so much for that, Dash. Appreciate it big time. Anyone else sending in tips, keep an eye out for that as well. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it massively. Radio, guys. Let's get started then, shall we? Hey, hello there. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? Welcome. Right. And okay, first things first. We got some BGM. Let's do it. We're about to finish this as well. My God, guys, can you believe we've listened to almost 6 hours of Touhou BGM whilst reading Touhou? That's crazy. All right. Okay. I know, right? Okay. Oh, you guys definitely can't read that. What do I do here? Can I do? Maybe I do that. Maybe we do that. Maybe you do one page at a time. No? Wait, you guys were okay last week with the reading double spreads? That must have been annoying to see. But you know what? Well, let's try this. It's a bit finicky with my mouse, but we'll see how it works. All right. Anyways, season 119, the second of Kanazuki, the village of cats, the paradise for cats where they run free. Is that Chen? All right. It is said that deep in the mountains, far from the human village, there is a small village populated only by cats. They have created a self-sustaining society that they control themselves, not obliged to anyone. Until now, its existence has been an unverified rumor, so I decided to go find the village for myself. It did not quite fit the rumors, but there were indeed a group of cats living in a settlement abandoned by humans. However, it was hardly a well-regulated society. Each cat did whatever it wanted, like IRL, I guess. There's a chaotic place where cats constantly fought amongst themselves and hardly seemed to notice when a stranger such as myself appeared. And there were fierce contests even for the smallest scraps of food. The individual in charge of trying to create some order in the scouts was Chen Shikigami. I asked her why and how she had brought all the cats here. No, don't go that way. You want to know why I brought all these cats here? Hee. I wanted a servant who would listen to my orders, so I picked out the strongest and most obedient one of the bunch. Getting them here was easy. With some food and a little bit of catnip, they were more than happy to follow me. They can take shelter from the weather in the old abandoned houses, and I get food for them. It's like a cat paradise. As she was speaking, the cats were causing trouble every which way. It seemed to be because the catnip was too strong. But according to Chen, they couldn't run around like this. They wouldn't obey her orders. Oh, that's amazing, man. And with those switching scenes, like you in the corner, and I did consider that, but then I would have to like overhaul my entire overlay, and it causes problems for some reactions because of copyright, right? But not a bad shout for read-alongs, you know. Not a bad shout, actually. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me see if I can cook. Let me see if I can cook something up. You know, when I saw your thumbnail for last time, I thought it was Cherno. Hey, I mean, speaking of Cherno, we got the Great Fairy Wars coming up as well. Hold on, give me a second. Could we use this? Oh god. We technically could use this one. I'll have to revamp it a bit. Let's see. At least for reading, right? We can do it at least for reading stuff. Where's my goal? Oh, there it is. Uh-oh, that's not good. Okay, that's fine. We'll do a temporary one. SPONSA 2.0 goal overlay. What's meant to be 1,000? 80. Let me grab. Let me grab this real quick. Yeah, the only thing is I can't put multiple goals up. Actually, maybe. Oh, hello. Okay, thank God. I thought my mic effed up. Let's try that. There we go. Maybe I could put 2 there, to be fair. I used to put it up top there, but it doesn't seem to work now because I have to like minimize it, and I'd rather not do that. Maybe I can just put a couple here. Hold on, can I just copy 2 from these 2 actually? Sorry guys, you're seeing professional streamer on display right now. Paste. Oh my god, okay. What? Oh, that's juicy. That works. What happens? What happens here? They're fine? Yes, they're fine, even though it was a reference. Oh, lovely. Oh my god. Okay. Guys, I think we make it work. Alright, now one other thing is let's see if I can get this to work. This should be fine. But why does it say no signal? Where's the game? There? Oh, there. Why the window capture's on top though? I'm kind of cooking. Oh, Firefox, that's right. There we go. Whoa, let's go. Nice, guys. How's that? Yeah. All right. So yeah, no, okay. Thank you for the feedback. I think what we'll do is maybe we use this screen for read-alongs, right? Yeah. Yeah, much better? Nice. Happy to hear that. For reactions, we'll go back to our regular one. But for reading, we'll do this so everyone can follow along. Okay, nice. Thank you. I appreciate you big time. All right. Okay. Let's go. But now the problem is, oh, I gotta go this side now again. All right, cool. Okay. Oh man, that's gonna be a bit interesting. What about if I do zoom out? Nah, it's still. You could do 2. Yeah, what do you guys think? Is that okay? Because it gets a bit finicky if I try to do one. I'm trying to just like... Yeah, I think that. Is that alright? I think if I... Yeah, that's as much as I can go, I think. Alright, cool. Certainly, a great number of yokai use animals as their servants. Even I keep a crow. However, nice, okay, lovely. However, I've never heard of a bake neko keeping other cats. That is probably because cats are very independent and proud creatures. Perhaps this is because it would take a stronger yokai than a bake neko to successfully keep other cats as servants. From page 4 is the use of bottles to repel cat superstition. Great number of bronze belts excavated near the barrier. Breakthrough in fast food. A red bean rice ball shop for the temperate. Alright. Looks like you've been scratched up quite a bit since then. Are you okay? It's because they just won't listen to me. As soon as I tell them to do something they don't want to do, this happens. Why don't they listen to me? You should understand that fairly well, shouldn't you? After all, you're a cat yourself. What do you mean? Maybe I don't have enough catnip. What you're really missing is authority. You're sorely lacking in that. Maybe I don't have enough food. You need more wisdom. Instead, since you're a cat, the best you can hope for in a servant is probably a mouse. Having a mouse servant wouldn't be as cool. Wouldn't be cool at all. If you wanted to effortlessly control cats, I think relying on catnip is a mistake. If some yokai gave you catnip, would you listen to their orders? I think she does. Chen, she is a Shikigami who possesses a Bakineko living in the mountain and can use black arts. Ran Yakumo, who controls Chen, is a Shikigami too. Wow, okay, perfect cherry blossom perishable night. No way. You're a Shikigami too, right? Perhaps you should think about why you listen to your master. Because Miss Ran is so strong, and oh, so you mean I have to get stronger, or they won't listen? Perhaps you should consider finding a servant that is easier to control, like a mouse, or maybe something else edible, like a bird. No, don't use birds. Maybe I could try a sparrow. Oh, but even if you do that, you can't just abandon all the cats here. Something terrible would happen to them. Yeah, right? I'm not giving up on cats. I've already taken them to swell. That's not saying that much. It doesn't look like they're that fond of you. Of course they are. They come running to see me when I put out food, even if I'm not putting out food. That's where most of the scratches come from. Hey, they just see you as food now too. They'll eat you. Well, my fingers are pretty chewed up. You can't really win over animals by raising them like that. So how did you tame that crow? It looks like it really likes you. When you're as strong as I am, all you have to do is hold out your hand and hand to it when you first meet one. You can't really expect to have servants without that sort of absolute difference in power. Besides, this crow is more like my tool than my servant. But even I'm way stronger than these regular cats. I don't think you'd be so scratched up if that were true. I think that's because I don't have enough catnip. Look, your master is much stronger than you, right? Oh, Theodore, thank you so much. How was the time between you setting that tip and the goal updating and us getting the alert there? How was it? Let me know. But thank you so much for the request, man. Appreciate you big time. All right. I think that's because I don't have enough catnip. Look, your master is much stronger than you, right? Yeah, your master doesn't have to use catnip for you to control you, right? 20 seconds, yeah? Okay, well, it's better than 2 minutes, so that's a win. That's a win. All right, if it gets any more egregious than like a minute, then let me know for sure. And I mean, I keep it coming anyway, but thank you for that, Theodore. Okay, 20 seconds. Noted. All right. She does it sometimes. In any case, you have to have that sort of difference in power to order someone around. Demon lurks in a dark, broad daylight. We have like 3 weeks to raise 100. What is that for Touhou 6? Nah, no, you are. Oh, but there was the extra tip pop. No, that shouldn't be an issue. Thank you for the heads up, though, but that shouldn't be an issue. It should pop up. Like, I mean, you sending the tip should trigger the alert and the payment anyway, right? So, but thank you for that. Thank you. And oh, that's it. No worries about that. Even if we don't play it when it's out. Well, we'll play it eventually, right? So no rush. Demon lurks in the dark and broad daylight. Adverse effects on summer plants is expert. Lately, a small sphere of darkness. Ooh, darkness. Okay, sighted in the afternoons of summer. The lump of darkness. I wonder who it is. Absorbs all light that attempts to penetrate it as it moves through Gensokyo's field. While it is unaffected by the light, it does not have any physical effect on anything it comes in contact with. Its true identity is a yokai of darkness, Rumiya. Okay, well, the debit card, so maybe the relay to PayPal takes it. Oh, that's actually very helpful as well, knowing what processor you used, right? Noted. Dash, which one did you? I mean, technically, I can check that myself as well. Okay. The PayPal as well? Okay, both PayPal. I tagged the darkness. Alright. She abolishes the light around her, would prevent anyone from seeing her, and vice versa. I questioned Rumia as to why she was doing this, because the sunlight is hot in the summer, and I don't like it. This way, I'm out of the sunlight, and I can beat the heat. If I'm surrounded by darkness, it's always a nice summery night, you know? Thank you, Dash. Curious as to what effect being kept in the dark all day could bring, I decided to ask an expert familiar about life outside of the sunlight. Me? It's quoting though, right? Mr. Wachika, the expert living out of the sunlight with Rumia Yokai source of it. That's beautiful. Can only be bad for any plant that ends up in darkness all day, even if it's only a single day. The results will be obvious. Oh, the yokai inside? Well, she had no considerable effect on her. On the contrary, there are more yokai that are weak to sunlight. If they can get by without being exposed to sunlight, then they'd be so. On a bright and clear day like today, it's best to stay indoors and read. Oh no, according to prevent any negative effects on plants. I warned the yokai of darkness that it may be best to not stay in one place. Rumia did not appear to have a reason for creating darkness other than to avoid the heat. For those weak against sunlight, if you see darkness moving across the place, it may be a good idea to take a break inside. Okay. And now the musical wind report on the experience at the wind bell concert. Earthquake clouds over Tokyo is an incident imminent. The biggest watermelon in the history of Tokyo. What's this piece of paper? An objective article on you. You know, there's been a lot of weird yokai coming into my summer resort paradise lately. That's never happened before. If you keep floating around like that, you might have been regarded as something dangerous and consequently attacked. So I wrote an article on it. But if more things come into the darkness, it gets hot, right? Inviting an ice fairy might make it cooler. That would be too much. By the way, it's too dark and I can't see very well. Could you make it a bit brighter? It's too good, man. Rumia, a yokai with the ability to manipulate darkness. It's always dark around her. Damn. What are you talking about? I've already let a little light in so I can read this piece of paper. It's so dark I can't read my notebook. I can't take notes either. Jeez, if I let even a little light in, it gets really bright. I'm surprised that I really can't see anything outside at all. It's a bit difficult to tell where we're flying. Of course you can't tell. That's because we can't see, huh? I bump into trees all the time, but that just goes to show what darkness is all about. You simply float about with any specific destination in mind. Obviously, it's too dark to see, so my view never changes no matter where I go. But you're the reason why it's too dark to see. Oh, is that so? That is so. By the way, why do you hate sunlight so much? You don't hate it? I enjoy both the day when humans are active and the night when the yokai are active. That's why I've read up material for my articles. That's rare. When I'm out in sunlight, my skin gets all red and I can't think straight. My hair gets all dry, so I get split ends. And on top of that, I get really sleepy. I think that's because you're lacking something. Oh, man. But I'm fine in the moonlight. I don't need to make any darkness at night, but it's bright enough to see. You seem to fly around aimlessly in the day, but what do you do at night? Nothing much. I just fly around at night too. So your lifestyle has no sense of purpose? It feels like there are more yokai who don't feel like learning or working lately. It's quite depressing. Attacking humans is a yokai's job. But are you exerting any effort in attacking humans? Is that so? So nanoka. Oh! I understood that reference. Lately, humans won't let me attack them. This other time, I got beaten up instead. It's because of that you don't maintain your dignity as yokai. At the very least, you should be blending into the darkness at night and waiting along the roads. That's too much effort. Oh my goodness. Giving her advice on how to attack humans was crazy. Crimson Rainbow and the Angel Wings on the ground. The Scarlet Mist incident seen from super high altitude. Oh, okay. It's already been half a month since Gensokyo was covered in Scarlet Mist. Hasn't happened yet for us, technically. No, I'm kidding. Remake soon. This incident, which has not been resolved at all, can be described as a large-scale variety that only happens every couple of years. I decided it was time to approach the conundrum from a different angle in hopes of finding a lead. As you may know, Kentucky is currently blanketed under an unusually thick mist that even blocks out sunlight at times. Since this mist has a slight scarlet tint, it is colloquially known as the Scarlet Mist Incident. Because of this extremely thick mist, nothing is visible from ground level, so us Tengu made use of our natural abilities and observed the mist from super high altitude. The photo accompanying this, I mean, we saw that in Kaleidoscope as well, right? The photo accompanying this article showed the viewpoint from above. As a result, we were able to establish that the scarlet mist dispersal is highly irregular and the density is not uniform. The parts with the heaviest concentration has completely blocked out light. It was impossible to see the ground below those areas. However, the most mysterious facet about the mist is that there seems to be patterns formed by the density variation. There were several contours of thick mist that seemed to generate from a single point, forming a pattern that closely resembled angel wings. The origin point seemed to be near the lake at the foot of the mountain, but it's difficult to tell because the view from the ground level is hindered. Furthermore, aside from these wings, I noticed a bright light coming from somewhere on the ground. When viewed from the air, the light would form a scarlet ring similar to that of a rainbow. I was unable to tell what the light was. Around here, many just call rare happening the mysterious phenomenon. No one is able to guess what the strange pattern that would never have never been seen from the ground and the circular rainbow portend. They must be hints to the identity of whomever is responsible for this incident. The sunless summer continues. There are surely feelings of dissatisfaction towards this chilling mist that envelops Gensokyo, but flight-capable yokai are encouraged to enjoy the spectacle from the sky. Okay. Oh, by the way, Krim, we probably need another track. I think we'll have enough. No, we might not even have enough for this stream because we only have 26 minutes left. So give me your recommendations. All right. Illusory music, Septet for a Dead Princess, a song from Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. A song that tries really hard to get the heart racing. This song theme is simply my image of Romelia Scarlet. Mysteriously, as the game heads towards the final stage, the songs start having smaller and narrower themes, but with this song, you just keep developing as it progresses. When I listen to the song, I see the illusion of a game. It makes me feel like I'm playing an illusionary game. No genre in particular, and I don't understand why it does, but it just makes me feel like I'm playing some kind of game. I especially like the piano in the second half of the book. In the hook, when I was writing the song, his tension just kept rising, and let that energy carry me to the end. Nothing wrong with that, right? Why are you showing me this old newspaper? I want to know if there's any meaning behind those hints. Ooh, I love this. The pattern in the mist, the scarlet rainbow. I know nothing about them. Actually, I'm surprised you know. It was I who released the mist. Emilia Scarlet, mistress of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. She's a vampire that has lived for around 500 years and has the ability to manipulate fate. She covered Gensokyo with mist in order to block out the sunlight. Embodiment of Scarlet Devil. Perfect cherry blossom. Immaterial and missing power. Imperishable night. It'd be strange for me to not know. Immediately after the Scarlet Mist incident, Marisa started coming to your mansion often, and even make frequent visits to the shrine. It's true that I was the one who released this mist, but I didn't create any sort of pattern with it. So you're saying there was no meaning behind it, even though the pattern is so obvious? That's what I just said. I don't know anything about what caused it either. It's probably an unknown natural phenomenon. Oh, what do you think about the light and rainbow in this photograph? Isn't that just a light from when the humans was causing a commotion? That's what it looks like from above. Those humans always go wild when an incident like that. I wonder why. It's extremely annoying. Oh, that you should be the one to say that. Anyway, let's get back to the subject of the mist. The mist was simply a high density of fine particles. It probably bent light into a rainbow, just like real mist. That's so. Why would the rainbow be scarlet? My mist is more similar to minuscule jewels than water droplets. That's why all the light reflected within turned scarlet. Oh, Remy's mist is closer to high density jewels than regular water droplets, so it bends light more than water droplets can. That's why Remy's is called witching mist. As the wavelength of the refracted light drops past scarlet, it becomes completely diffused. One sec. And most of the light is absorbed by the mist. That's why only the straightest scarlet rays remain, and the rainbow appears to be scarlet colored. Damn, science! That's right, just like I said. Oh, how unusual to see out of the library. Is it tea time already? Sakuya said that we have an unusual visitor, so I came to look. Oh, pardon the intrusion. I'm just here to make some good interviewing. Just do some good interviewing, as I thought the subject might make a good material for an article. I see. Apparently, my mist looks like a pair of angel's wings when seen from the sky. Do you know anything about that patch? Let me see that newspaper. That's cute, calling a patch. Here you are. An angel, they say. Not that I particularly mind being called that. What a strange devil you are. Is there anything unusual about this? Oh, so you know what caused this? I'm impressed. They're Remy's fingers. Oh, I see now. It must have been the shape of my hand when I released the mist. Something like this. Just like that. So you released the mist from your fingertips. Oh. Oh, okay. Alright. Strange reverse rainbow in the summer noon, even long after the rain had stopped. On that day, a rainbow was visible above the shrine, but the fact that it was still visible for more than half a day after the rain stopped surprised eyewitnesses. And this was no ordinary rainbow, as the direction of the arc was reversed. So rare of a circular rainbow added another layer of surprise. When the Shrine Maiden, suspicious of this unnatural rainbow, went to ascertain the cause behind its presence, she found it was a work of 3 fairies. The one who caused the stir was Sunny Milk, Lunar Child, and Star Sapphire, all fairies. I asked her why and how they created the rainbow. That was Sunny collecting light to heal herself. She burned the light to make it easier to collect, which made a rainbow around her, Star Sapphire. Really, even though my injuries are much worse, I'm the one who was struck by lightning. Ouchie. I hope it would be night to Lunar Child. The whole affair started when they were flying during the previous day's thunderstorm. They were directly struck by a lightning bolt. Oh my god. Sunny Milk gathered sunlight to heal her wounds, and that made an upside down rainbow appear. While still undergoing treatment, Sunny Milk had this to say. I love that. This feels good. I'm sorry the other two can't do like me and heal myself in sunlight, but sunny days are all about sunbathing. I got scratched up a bit yesterday thanks to Star. Now I'm taking care of myself. Sunny Milk, it was incredibly bright around Sunny, even radiating heat like the concentrated essence of summer. Being hit by lightning. Yeah. Do I not know them? I must have read about them in the anthology. Not the anthology, the like the character introduction one, the book. Encyclopedia, right? I feel like I recognize the names. I don't know. I might need a fact check on that, Krim. Alright, give me 1 second. Okay. Perfect. Oh, right. Okay, maybe a few songs. Yeah, sure. Okay, cool. Not yet? Alright, thank you guys. The usual fairy stupidity, but producing a rainbow to heal oneself gives a sense of dynamism not seen in common fairies. Even so, Sunny Milk's injuries were minor. Lunar Child was the one who appeared to have received much more damage. For that reason, Sunny Milk's therapy seemed to be nothing more than a regular afternoon nap. Okay. Okay. Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome. I thought I recognized him a bit, but not like, yeah, it's just in passing, right? It's really hot. Really feels like summer. It is, isn't it? Did you recover fully from your earlier injuries? I'm fine, thank you. I bathed in the sunlight as much as I could to make up for all the time I couldn't during the rainy season. That's right. I finally recovered too. How did you do so? I can recover as long as there is moonlight. These two are both weakened when it rains. It's the end of the rainy season, so there's no problem now. Even so, being hit by a lightning bolt must have been disastrous. If I recall correctly, because it struck your umbrella, wasn't it? That's what I remember. Star was the one who wanted to bring it, so it's her fault. That's right. You know that it looked like a thunderstorm was coming, didn't you? Sunny Milk, Lunar Child, Star Sapphire, they're the fairies of sunlight, moonlight, and starlight, respectively. The 3 work together to cause mischief. Of course they do. Oh, fairies. They actually are in the Great Fairy Wars, yeah? So we will be meeting them soon, it looks like. Love it. Alright. Oh, Sapphire. Whatever do you mean? Sunny kept insisting that we continue our mischief instead of seeking shelter. I was satisfied when we had tricked the one in black. That's right, it was Sunny's fault. Whenever something terrible happens to me, it's usually because of you. It's already summer now, so we'll be fine. Well, I guess that doesn't matter, but I keep having to tell you that the Tri-Maiden intuition is our greatest threat, even though we were struck by lightning. Pardon me, I'm not fully following your conversation. Could I perhaps have you explain it so I can understand? It's good that mess is done with, but it was still kind of fun, wasn't it? It was. I guess so, but I'm always the only one who comes out worse for the wear. Your senses are just dull, but you still recovered from it. Anyway, why don't we start thinking of our next prank? Good, that's the spirit. The 3 of you are completely ignoring me, aren't you? The next one will go much more smoothly. This is why fairies cause so much trouble. They're only thinking of themselves. What? So do you want to join in on our next prank too? Yes, a prank that will leave that red and white shrine made on black and blue. So you continue with these thoughtless pranks, not because of not knowing your own abilities. I don't know if that's because your fairies are just, well, it's okay. We can do something fun even without your help. Even though you can't do much by yourself, Sunny. You thought I'd get mad at that? Of course I'm relying on both of your powers. Next time that shrine maiden won't know what hit her. We all fail. Oh my goodness, man. What are they up to? Raven's not going to be happy with that. Good grief. They don't listen to others at all, and they don't make themselves clear to others either. Is this the world of fairies? An enormous shooting star explodes in mid-air. Meteorite impact crisis avoided. Right, okay, thank you for that. Around 11 p.m. of that day, there was a violent detonation of sound and light in the skies above against Tokyo. The phenomenon was caused by the large explosion of a shooting star. Surprisingly, it was later confirmed that this was an artificially created explosion. This time, I'd like to explore the mystery and report on the shocking content. The one who made the shooting star explode was Flandry Scarlet. Ooh, Flandry time. Hey, Ghost of It, how's it going? Bro, take it easy, man. Get some rest and, Let's get that weekend soon, man. Take it easy. Hope you enjoyed the stream, bro. Oh, man. Look, something on the level... excuse me. Something on the level of a shooting star is a pushover to me. All I have to do is squeeze a bit. Really, who cares about one little meteorite? Can't you understand that something like meteorites are meaningless to me? I'd be more scared of falling spears. Actually, I'm more afraid of rain. And mind you, aren't scary at all. Though her words were mostly incoherent, I was able to understand that she was destroying the shooting Star was. Oh my god. Simple. I asked how she blew up the meteorite. You know, everything has an eye. If I squeeze that eye, it'll go kaboom, huh? How did I get close enough to the shooting star to squeeze its eye? It was right there, right in the palm of my hand. And not just the shooting star's eye, but the eye of everything right is in my right hand. So all I have to do is give it a little squeeze, and my investigation almost proved fruitless. But fortunately, I was able to have a very interesting talk with the mistress of the Scarlet Devil Mansion at the end. Yeah, Landry time. According to her, the meteorite was actually heading directly towards the Scarlet Devil Mansion. In addition, I heard how they planned a meteorite to fall on that very same day. And not just that day, but even the hour of its descent seemed to have been fated. Without intervention, not only the Scarlet Devil Mansion, but the surrounding area would have suffered enormous damage. Only the little sister blowing up the meteorite was also part of the plan. That's all I heard from the mistress, but it certainly was a strange tale. The temperature had risen and flowers were starting to open. It feels like spring had already come. Even as the warmer seasons approach, be careful not to catch a cold. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the way even she describes it. Yeah, exactly. 7 herbs of spring missing, poor harvest of cudweed and nipplewort. What the heck? Early start of the season for tea with a bit of canola oil. Replacement for constellation called by mischievous fairies. Alright. The article had a weird ending. I thought the incident itself was much weirder. I'm guessing it was because the more lighthearted mood of spring. Newspapers are used to it, they only report the truth, aren't they? They're supposed to report nothing but the truth. Newspapers are serious publications. It definitely springtime now. Will the new tea leaves be ready soon? I have a feeling that asking again would be a waste of time, but I'll try anyway. Was it really you who made the meteorite explode through some method? I went squeeze and it went boom. Flandry Scarlet. Amelia's sister holds the power to destroy everything. She usually can't leave the house because of her emotional instability. Oh no. So what Mr. Amelia said was the truth about planning for the meteorite? There's no way. That's just how girls talk, really. Yeah, that girl acts like she knows everything right from the start. Nothing about understanding fate or whatever. You would do well not to call your elder sister that girl. There she is. Oh, how long have you been standing behind me, elder sister? Oh, it's great timing. Just talking to the younger sister is... Are you perhaps saying that I can't converse well with others? Yes, that is what I'm saying. You already recognize that yourself, don't you? So what's this about good timing? About the meteorite explosion the other day? No chill, bro. What did you mean when you said that? Oh, that? I doubt such a minor transgression deserves punishment. What did you mean when you said that it was planned? Are you saying you don't understand Japanese even though you're right? Please full of it. Oh my god, they're just taking shots at each other. Pardon me, but I have a hard time believing that you two are speaking Japanese. Just how long has it been since we came to Gensokyo? I'll explain once again. The meteorite was not just planned ahead. Someone forced it to fall. It was aimed directly at our mansion. You call that Japanese? Make no mistake, it's all Japanese. I've proved that meteorite descent was artificial. Look at this meteorite fragment right here. Got a magical rune, see? You sure don't look Japanese to me. Oh. See? You still don't understand what is happening? Does it mean that someone used a meteorite to attack you and that you fall back? Don't know. I'll ask again. What's written on the meteorite is in Japanese, right? Doesn't look Japanese to me at least. No, it's all Japanese from long ago. It says Leo Meteor Shao. Oh my, I wonder how much of that is true. Noble Sister Scobbling. Yeah, exactly. Guys, I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. BRB. Hold on. I should probably pause that. I don't want to waste what we have here. Alright, BRB. Wow, hello. Oh, Kenzo, hello there. How you doing, man? I hope you're having a good vacation, bro. Oh, my goodness. Whew. All right, sorry, guys. I just had to message my team. They just wanted my input on something. Thank you. I appreciate it big time. All right. And I'm coming down with something. I don't think it's anything bad. I think it's just a cold, to be fair. But I've got my trusty inhaler with me, so please bear with me. Oh, God. Hopefully my body's immune system can fight it off. I'll start to eat healthier a bit. So please, gambare watashi no immune system. Yeah, fingers crossed, man. Fingers crossed. All right. It's just been a busy month. I was gonna say busy week, busy month. It's always busy, man. What can I say? In a good way. Anyway. All right. Tasukete, Rin. All right, let's go. So if I'm sniffling or hacking up phlegm, then I do apologize. Right. Oh, what happened here? There we go. What the hell? Oh. Give me a second. There we go. Okay, cool. The truth about the enigmatic history society, humans exploring the roots of Tokyo. Okay. In the human village, there are rumors of the existence of a secret society. The society's purported aims are to trace the beginnings of the humans and yokai that reside in Gensokyo and discover its secrets. Since they also investigate in areas where yokai are active, it's said that deaths have also occurred in extreme cases. This time we have contacted the person claiming to be the leader of said organization, Mr. A, pseudonym. Give a statement on their mission. People nowadays know nothing about things like why yokai live here, what Gensokyo was like when it was formed, what kind of people their ancestors were, and so on. If the omniscient yokai are expelled from Gensokyo and Gensokyo falls under human control, it is absolutely necessary that they know the truth about this land, said he. Despite the extremely self-centered human opinion, many yokai, including myself, are remaining as spectators rather than taking aggressive action on the group. Some yokai are also offering their frank advice on the matter. I listened to the thought of one such yokai, Kene Kami Shirisawa. Where Hakutaku. Yes, so it's easier to read for the viewers. It's a plural, and I think I will use it going forward for reading novel stuff. Yeah, it's deplorable that some humans have forgotten their fear of yokai and are trying to drive them out of Gensokyo. Currently, there is a state of balance between the humans and the yokai here. In fact, I, being half human, half beast, am a personification of that ideal. If that give and take balance is destroyed, Gensokyo would collapse overnight. Even if many people now think yokai as they... Thank you. Yokai as they used to be, these memories can fade in 20 years when the next generation comes about. Damn. Alright. Okay. Are no longer rival. Despite this, the humans have arbitrarily decided to do away with them. Humans should not be searching for past history, but passing history down the generational line instead. That's much more important. Miss Kane is a half yokai, but is endangered by the humans. She sometimes helps in their daily lives. If dangerous ideas are formed from the society because humans do not pass the history on to their descendants, she said she has considered opening a history school. Alright, Illusion and Magic, Mary the Magician, song from the Ghostly Field Club. I thought about making the song the theme for one of the members of the Secret Sealing Club, Mary. Not because Mary's a magician or anything like that, but I thought it would make a lot of sense. The song makes me imagine an occult investigation club at a school similar to the one in the movie Juvenile. They're watching movies in Gensokyo? Being like they're playing house somewhere is irresistible. The song itself also feels like I can use it in a game. That's how it's all. Oh. That's Zun. These are Zun's words. Okay, my bad. I was like, what? Okay. I was so baffled, man. I was like, what? They know Touhou? This strange sound that can be heard behind the song. I put it there because I think an occult investigation club would meet in the science room, and that seemed like a science room-ish sound. What's a science room-ish sound anyway? So you opened a history school in the village. Yes, I did, but it hasn't managed to attract many people. Everyone dislikes schools, it seems. Correct. I'm kidding. Kene Kamishiri Sawa. Transformed from a human into a Hakutaku on the night of the full moon. Where Hakutaku, when in human form, had the ability to consume history. When in Hakutaku form, hold all of Gensokyo knowledge and had the ability to create history. Oh, okay. That's surprising. If you knew something about that town, if we knew about something that sounded interesting, we'll be the first to go see it. Humans barely get by in their everyday lives. They can't think like it's easygoing yokai. Oh my god, I can't read today, man. They can't think like easygoing yokai. If they don't work for their food, they starve to death. Why don't you try opening a school that allows yokai to join as well? That way it's bound to attract everyone. Yes, I believe so. But I doubt I'd be able to hold normal lessons like that. I don't want to just draw humans together. I want to teach them. Adding yokai would just defeat that purpose, wouldn't it? Very true. Here's another suggestion then. Why don't you sell sake? Humans love sake. That would work for a class. In the end, the humans who want to know history only want to make a world for humans. Maybe normal humans don't have any interest in history, unfortunately. There's one group near the shrine that is beginning to change. The feeling of me first. Fair enough. Oh, man. I can't do anything about those humans. At this point, there isn't much of a difference between them and yokai. But when it comes to ability, a normal yokai is no match for them. That reminds me. That is crazy, bro. Like, create history, brother. Damn. Man, there are people that don't even know about the shrine at all. I suppose no one feels the need to go since it's such a long distance away and the route is swarming with yokai. No problemo, bro. I got this. Yeah, I've been cooking on the channel lately, man. Come on. Have some faith. That's certain. That would mean you admit the shrine gets almost no visitors. It's no wonder the shrine maiden is always complaining about not receiving any offerings at all. But she brought it upon herself. If she was serious about a job, she would be going to the village to advertise itself. Even when she does get to work, the humans don't usually don't hear about it. I heard that she also befriends yokai up to the point where there are even people who said they had taken over the shrine. It seemed that the shrine maiden's dances are leading them to some misunderstandings among the humans. She does seem uncooperative towards humans. In fact, I say you're closer to them than she is. Since I've taken the place of the shrine maiden, the balancing in Tokyo has been preserved. Do you actually record any human matters such as this, being a yokai yourself? All of my newspaper content and readership come from yokai. Not like there isn't anything about monsters like humans. About monster like humans, but basically this article is meant to be about you. If you weren't there, I couldn't have made the article. For us humans are just targets for attacking, you know. Oh my goodness. All right. Suspicious fire in the bamboo forest. Sudden bushfire extinguished by 2 girls. Oh. On that day at around 7 p.m., flames rose from the bamboo forest in the vicinity of Ante. Fortunately, it only spread for roughly 10 meters before being extinguished. There were no victims. The firefight was carried out by the joint efforts of 2 girls and several rabbits that were at the scene. Without further knowledge about the fire's cause and considering the possibility of arson, I decided to conduct an investigation. Fujiwara no Moko and Kaguya Horaisen, both human, who fought the fire, spoke about the circumstances of the fire's cause and resolution. Well, it was them, wasn't it? Well, I don't really know what could have started that fire, but I just happened to be there, so I helped put it out. Good thing it didn't turn into a tragedy, Moko says. The fire was near my house. If it had spread that far, that would have been a major problem. Would it not be natural for someone to put out a fire under such conditions? Kaguya. Both say they were at the scene of the blaze by coincidence, yet did not know about its cause. With nothing in the vicinity that would naturally start a fire, I can only think of it being either arson or spontaneous combustion. Almost nobody lives in the bamboo forest besides ANT residents, and people seldom set foot within. Had the sighting had been any later, it would have become a great tragedy. Maybe someone just threw a cigarette without putting it out. Youngsters these days got no common sense. They'll do the craziest things like it was nothing. Moko. It could have been a discarded yakitori skewer, since this area is a mecca for yakitori. Kaguya. Being a Krotengo, I found myself wanting to quickly take my leave at hearing the word mecca for yakitori. Therefore, I decided against a more detailed investigation. When thinking over it calmly, main theme, damn. That beside the fact that yakitori couldn't possibly have caused a bushfire, the birds that were said to be in the area of the fire scene were actually rabbits. Perhaps this all points to the rabbits being the ones to start the fire. Let's leave it at that. This track is too good, man. I don't know when and where the fire started. More importantly, I recommend to always check twice for any flammable objects around you. 1 whole week of small-scale content across Gensokyo by Prison River Sisters. Liquor Thief strikes with the Scarlet Devil Mansion. It's extra specials feature looking back on the eternal night. What a weird article. Once it gets to the yakitori part, it barely looks like looks like an article anymore. I am regretting that. A little lacking in our discipline, huh? And what do you want today? Isn't that fire incident over and done with? I still can't keep my mind off of it. By the way, where's the other person? Kaguya? I thought that she would say that she's too busy and doesn't want to come, so I didn't call her. That's quite an assumption. Not doing anything else. Well, either one of you will do. So the main question is, what was the cause of this fire? A lit cigarette. Fujiwara no Moko, a human who became immortal and ages from drinking the Horai elixir led by Kaguya, in a cat and dog relationship with Kaguya. There weren't any other people besides you two, right? And yet you quickly extinguished the fire. What are you trying to say? If you think about it calmly, anyone reach the conclusion that you were the ones who started the fire. Given the circumstance, the only thing one can conclude, a lit cigarette started the fire. Are you trying to hide something? You stick your beak where it doesn't belong, something unfortunate might happen to you. Because this place is, how was it? A mecca for yakitori. Yakitori, that's it. I remember the reason that the place is called mecca for yakitori. It's today's lucky food, foie gras. Sorry for butchering that. Oh no, yeah, exactly, Dash. I mean, you went through it recently, right? Hope everything's alright on your end now, man. But you gotta be careful about eating too much liver. And about this bird of fire and the yakitori Miss Kaguya was hard if it tastes so bad. Should I spell it out? Uh-oh, what if we'll have another emergency around here today? Can you make an emergency happen out of the blue like that? Aren't they always out of the blue? What's weird about that? My mistake. No, that's not it. I can imagine saying, Janakde! Could you just give me a straight answer? There's never any fire then. There's not a single trace of one in the bamboo forest, so you couldn't have seen anything. It was just a peaceful, uneventful day. That's all there is to it. The gaslight, man. I won't allow you to bend the truth like that. First of all, this article has already been published. Newspapers are misprint sometimes. If you do your best to recall the paper that article appears in and keep the mistakes under wraps, this incident will simply go away. I will never do such a thing. What an inflexible Tengu. Since your head is so hard, maybe we should roast it a little? Or maybe you are hard all the way to the liver. What kind of human are you, threatening me like that? One that has been alive longer than you. You're a great senior. So, you still want to try me? Damn, Monko, chill! Chill, cuz! Glad to hear that, man, for real. Night Sparrow is promising new operation. Grilled eel as a substitute for grilled chicken. Recently, a Night Sparrow has started a profitable new business. Rather than operating a yakitori stand selling grilled chicken, she has opened one selling grilled lamprey eel. One day, a red lantern stand suddenly appeared on a road that few people travel at night. Lured by the inviting light, visitors will not find yakitori, though the shop's curtain through the shop's curtain, but skewered lamprey eel grilled to perfection. This peculiar fare is widely discussed among those with a love for the curious. That's the stand operator is Missia Lorelei, Night Sparrow. She started a business in an effort to drive red light stalls selling yakitori out of business. Damn, it long been thought that lamprey was good for night blindness, making it a delicacy. However, it's said that people who walk the road in which her stand is located become night blind. For that reason, many of the people who take that road become night blind, rush into the shop, and others come in to prevent such a thing from happening in the first place. These make up a great deal of our customers. Oh man, make your own customers and sell it to them. Respect, respect. This just said the following. It doesn't make any sense to why most night stands sell yakitori. I think there are other food that are twice as delicious, and that twice also goes for sale. So I was thinking about how a lot of customers around here are night blind, although that's mostly because of me. That being the case, I thought that maybe lamprey would be pretty popular. Making humans night blind makes it harder for them to walk. But in that night blindness, they'll see red light from the lantern. Faced with no other choice, they'll come see that there's lamprey ready to eat and great for night blindness. It's a foolproof plan. Oh my goodness. As an extra... Oh, are we done? And we're done! Oh my god, what a banger. Hold on, Krim sent me some more tracks. Give me a second. Alright. Let's have a listen. Let's see which ones. Gotta respect the hustle, especially when Yoka selling to humans. Agreed, man. Respect, respect. Oh, okay, let me just check which ones we've read and which ones we haven't yet. Sorry, read. Listen to. So we listened to that one. Listen to. I think we listened to all of them, to be fair. Just double check. Otherwise, we'll go from the top. Yeah, we listened to everything. All right, from the top it is then. Okay, so we close that. We go here. All right, let's go. As an extra service, you can listen to the shopkeeper sing. One cannot fully appreciate her song unless they imbibe plenty for her sake. Plenty of sake. Her voice is so wonderful that no one wants to leave once they sat down. Also, this extra service cannot be refused. Grilled lamprey eel is superior to grilled chicken. Have you guys had eel? I've never had it. It may set a new standard in late night snacks from now on. I tried some and found it was quite delicious. Highly recommend it. Please feel free to contact any nearby sparrows or the Boon Boom Mari newspaper for inquiries about the nightstand. Bird of the night, song of the night, humans in the dark will turn up the light. Pardon the interruption, but I have brought the article I wrote on your stand. Huh? Okay, just leave it over there. Dream in the night, red in the night. Are you not interested? Humans in the dark will be crucified. Don't interrupt when I'm in the middle of a song. You're the first one who hasn't shown any interest in their own article. I have more fun singing. There's some odd lyrics. Well, I don't really mind. I agree with your anti-yucky story stance. Good. Oh, so good. Good, there are so many different kinds of foods. Why do all red lantern stands have yakitori? How did that happen? By the way, does lamprey eel really have an effect on night blindness? Of course, because they have so many eyes. Lamprey eels only have 2 eyes. The eye-like patterns are the gills. And also, there are 14 different patterns. Really? But if it works, there's no problem. Well, I suppose. Mistia Lorelei. Night sparrow whose singing can hinder human judgment and cause night blindness. Okay. Plus, if it doesn't work, I can just release them from the night blindness and pretend it did. Oh, she's a scam artist, man. Oh god, what? So you're basically swindling your customers? Bird of the night, song of the night. Enough singing, please. I'm still getting night blindness out of the way, so what's the big deal? Do you want us to be eaten too? Oh my god. Are you really a night sparrow? Humans in the dark. I said that's enough. But I've had a hard time getting more lampreys recently, so I'm a little worried. They're already out of season. Some of the more impatient ones are already hibernating. That's why I'm serving not only lampreys, but regular eels and loaches. That's just blatant deception. But if it works, there's no problem. Didn't I already say that? Here it is, the skewered grilled lamprey you ordered. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if it's authentic or not, as long as it tastes good. Wait, you put a page of my newspaper under it. But I brought it just for you. Newspapers absorb oil very well. They're convenient. Are you even interested in your own article? I rarely see anyone that isn't. I can hardly read those tiny letters. Could it be that you can't read any letters at all? It's not that bad. I mean, I'd much rather sing a song to waste time than read a newspaper. You should read more, otherwise you'll just become more and more of a bird brain. Oh, goodness, man. Goodness. Oh, I recognize her. Wriggle. Oh, excuse me. Alright, insect news service starts. Improve the status of insects. The firefly yokai Miss Wriggle Nightbug yokai had begun sending out huge amounts of insects for her insect news service. She's doing so in an effort to improve the low social status of insects. What comes to mind when the subject turns to bugs? It seems most do not consider them to be anything beyond sustenance or garbage. Very few recognize them as much else. Currently, the leader of the bugs, bothered by the present condition, proposed the idea for this service in order to break the status quo. The idea behind the service is that if given the plan and time in advance, a huge number of insects would come and make announcements. For example, if someone asked for a morning call, a huge number of bugs would gather together on their futon and gently wake. Oh my god, that sounds horrendous. Wing type of insects and those with many legs may be used line for endless variations. I asked Ms. Wriggle to speak about the service. I just want people to realize that bugs are helpful too. These days, everyone just makes fun of us, and it's getting. Oh, there it is, and it's getting annoying. They think even fireflies and pine crickets are just for looking at. When did humans start thinking they are so high and mighty? But if we harm humans, they might exterminate us. That's why being improved we are useful in their lives. I think our social status would improve. Miss Wriggle is managing a new service with her ability to manipulate insects. Users say things like, I broke out in a cold sweat and woke up right away, and with that rustling sound fix your ears, you can hardly contain yourself. They seem to have a favorable reputation so far. However, Miss Wriggle... Oh, what's going on here? Oh, okay, that's just, alright. Miss Wriggle added afterwards, we're getting tired of it, so we'll probably stop soon. The life of an insect is short, so it makes sense the life of the insect news service would also be short. Miss Wriggle, yokai, angered by the statue of insects. Gensokyo, mysterious vibrations, OT warning, tainted tea causing sporadic food poisoning, outbreak, and late night demon helping rallies. We buy and sell all kinds of goods of used furniture, art and household goods. Antique shop Korindo located right outside the forest of magic. Little ad there for Korindo, yeah? What? Where were we doing something like this? Are you talking about your article? Didn't I interview you just the other day for it? I don't remember. Not how small the brains of insects are. It's not like that. Just get rid of any old information once it says its job. I agree. Wriggle makes a startup, then forgets about it. Oh god. Otherwise, it wouldn't be able to provide the insect newspaper. The insect news service, since we would forget all its customer schedules. Ah, so you remember after all? I don't remember. I feel that insects have had more power in the past than they do now. They act as parasites. They're stronger poison. There were quite a few that could even defeat yokai with a single sting. There you go. So the one, Wriggle Nightbug, a yokai who has the ability to control insects. Since she is also an insect itself, she is vulnerable to coldness and insecticide. So the ones who are now weak, yeah, they are. In the past, many poisonous bugs would battle, and the last one standing would gain magical powers. That was a dreadful thing. If you compare it to now, you're not much more powerful than a non-yokai insect. So you're all show, aren't you? Damn, Aya has no chill sometimes, man. You have to go that far. Now I'm all sad. Ooh, my crow loves insects. My natural enemy, even here. That's why humans call them beneficial birds. Let me get a word in, although I don't have much positive to say, especially with the number of bugs decreasing over the last few years. Isn't that good? Oh, but if the number of bugs decreased, the birds would be in a bit of trouble too. Getting eaten is a problem, but the bigger problem is insecticide. Insecticide? Oh, that useful chemical created by humans? Thanks to that stuff, a lot of my cute bugs have shriveled up and died. They're pretty weak. Are you trying to say that bugs in the past would not have died? These attacks are on a whole different level. What are you talking about? Isn't this your chance? What chance? If you gather it together, the bugs that survive the insecticide, you make a new generation that resists it. A super bug. That way you can build up the numbers for a while. In the meantime, humans can make stronger, more potent insecticide. And when you gather up all the unaffected bugs and increase the number again, if you keep doing that, why don't they just make a completely lethal insecticide? Humans have to make sure the insecticide won't hurt themselves too, so there's a limit of how strong they can make it. Once that limit is reached, bugs will no longer be defeated by humans. The logic does sound sound. I see, it sounds like it would take a long time, so I should get to work. But please, feed the birds too. Okay. Only Cherno would have a title like that, man. Ice fairy eaten by giant toad. Severe punishment for a fairy whose prank went too far. On that day at around noon, a prank-loving fairy was eaten by a giant toad. She somehow escaped and suffered no major injuries. The victim is an ice fairy, Cherno fairy. It seems that while she was enjoying herself by freezing frogs in a swamp, she was discovered and eaten by a giant toad that was nearly the size of 2 humans. Since she simply reaped what she sowed, the giant toad was not at fault. Jeez, why the heck was there a giant toad in such a small swamp? If it was anyone else but me, they wouldn't have been able to get away. The instant that victim was devoured, she chilled the inside of the toad, which surprised it enough to spit her out. The giant toad was a master of the small swamp, and after hearing that a fairy was freezing the frogs, they decided to punish her. The fairies had this to say about her game of freezing frogs. If immediately I freeze the frogs all the way, they won't die. When they thaw, it's like nothing happened. I'm not playing, but training my eyes powers. I love this track, by the way. I'm definitely not doing it because the frozen frogs are cute, because their croaking gets on my nerves, or because I get excited when I juggle them since they might break when I drop one. Fairies genuinely enjoy pranks, so there are many cases in which they receive severe punishment for such pranks. The victim in this case is one such fairy. However, most fairies only try to prank those stronger than themselves, even if she is always bullied. Perhaps most would see that taking out her frustrations on weak little frogs is somewhat pathetic. Interest in working as a maid of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Uniforms and 3 meals a day included. No afternoon naps, holidays, or salary. Sounds like a great plan. Hot-blooded people are welcome. Inquire the Scarlet Devil Mansion's chief maid, Sakuya Izayoi. What the heck is this? Gensoku's fastest source of accurate information, the Boom Boom Modern newspaper. No, not that. I meant the article. You may look like the bad guy here. The content was based on objective views. You've never been eaten by a giant toad. What do you know? Incredible. Oh my god. The only thing that the giant toad has ever eaten would be flies and you. Yes, flies, an insect that doesn't think about the annoyance they cause, flapping their wings so buzzily as they buzz around. I don't buzz around. Oh, but I was talking about flies. Anyway, Oh, anyways, Kunya made a cool article about me. Like, Ice Fairy defeat despicable giant toad. When did you defeat it? I don't write lies, even if it makes money. I ain't gonna make you money, then all the more reason not to. China is great, man. But this article just makes it seem really lame. I'm sure anyone who saw it happen would have thought you look really lame. At least make the article cool. If you succeed in being eaten in a cool way, then I will. I refuse. If it bothers you so much, why didn't you defeat the giant toad? It was an even match. When I ran away, I completely chilled its stomach, enough to cause more than stomach problems. I have a direct testimony from the giant toad who said that it only surprised him and that no harm was actually done. You don't even know what it feels like to have your eyeballs pushed in while you were being swallowed by a giant toad. I don't think anyone would want to know that feeling. Feeding toads and bringing them back to life is a high-class technique. It isn't useful at all. You're just an underdog, or rather an underfairy that lost to a giant toad. What are you trying to do by spreading that all over against Tokyo? Now, if you stay quiet about it, nobody will know. Now, they say rumors between humans and Ryoka only last 75 years. I don't think you'll be laughed at for too long. You're the one who started it. I just tell everyone the source of truth of daily happenings in Tokyo. It should be more than enough fairies being pushed or punished in the first place. Why only me? That day was really peaceful, so there wasn't anything else happening. As I was worn out from flying everywhere, I saw you sticking your head out of a giant toad's mouth. You should... Why do we know that? Have we seen that in Kaleidoscope or something? Why do I feel like that image is so vivid in my head? You consider yourself lucky that there was an article on you at all. I'm actually lucky then. All right, yes, lucky. We have, haven't we? All right. That's what it is. Okay. Oh, yo, memory. All right. Season 119, 4th of Mutsuki. Audacious donation fraud. Have you been deceived into thinking it could never happen to you? Oh no. Okay, yeah, it's coming back. As of late, there's been a widespread donation scam. In an admittedly clever scheme, the fraudster would boldly go from home to home saying, I've come to collect offerings for the shrine. Humans and yokai thinking that it would be nice to... hey, you cheeky bugger. Humans and yokai think that it would be nice to donate to the shrine. We're all... unwittingly caught in a scam. However, no one has realized that they were swindled. No one has come forth with charges against the perpetrator. Thus, it currently is not considered a crime. We successfully contacted the trickster while she was in the process of collecting more donations. The con artist is Tei Inaba, Yokai Rabbit. This is what she also has to say about her scam. It's not a scam. Our donation thing that make good things happen, even if they are little offerings. That's what I promise everyone when I greet them. It is said that she has the ability to bring a little good fortune to any human she meets. This is why the ones who had the money taken had still yet to realize what happened. Also, I've interviewed the victim of this scam to see what they had to say. Right. Thank you for that. Offerings? Well, I wondered when the shrine had started coming around to collect money, but I felt sorry for her, so I donated some. Miss S. Human. Oh yeah, I thought it was a good idea, so I pitched in a bit, Miss M. Human. So what's an offering? Miss A. Magician. Oh god. It seems that there are no qualms about giving out these donations in the middle of the shrine maiden Reimu Hakure, recipient of generous offerings, said this. Someone who's notable for donations, yeah? What did you say? My shrine's offertory box only collects leaves. Why does that fake one get muddy? And why did anyone complain about this? This could affect the shrine's reputation. The victim showed no displeasure at being conned. In particular, Miss S. Rai and Miss M. Lep. Both are humans. It's hard to imagine that there are any that anything would happen if you put money into a shrine's offertory box, but if you put money into a fraudulent donation box, you might become a little luckier. No wonder why nobody's complained. Maybe it's time to reconsider the role of offering money. Alright. Yep. That was a particularly clever scam of you. No, I told you, it's not a scam, but you lied and cheated others out of the money. Isn't that the definition of a scam? Hey, how's it going, man? Welcome. Good one. Enough. Call it whatever you want, you know. I have a key policy. I don't just lie for my own fortune, but for those that trick. If you want to bring food, if you want to bring good fortune to someone, you've got to lie. I don't condone lies. I only write articles about truth. Hey, have a good one, man. Wow, that's just fantastic. But who gains by that? It's not about loss or gain, but I think it is. You don't hurt anyone if you can lie well, even if they know it's a lie. But it's not like they're gonna get hurt. Oh, sorry, they're gonna get angry. They might even thank me. But lying itself is bad. He doesn't look like you want to donate to me. Tei Inaba, a rabbit who became yokai after living a long life. She had the ability to keep humans. Good luck. That's a pretty mad skill, to be fair. I won't be fooled so easily, you know. Ah, that's too bad. What did I say? I don't even know. I love the code. How's it going, man? Oh, man. Even if you donate a little, a small blessing will be waiting. That's not possible. Didn't you see the happy faces on the people who donated? Well, it's not the kind of luck that can change someone's life, but you can't you feel there's a little more fortune in their lives? Oh. Well, that's my ability. The fact that there was a fortune itself, not a lie. How much money is a little? It's the thought that matters. Oops, you almost had me there, but something interesting might happen if I donate just a little bit, even if it was a trick. There you go, the donation box of good fortune. Tay's been scamming people for millennia. I am not gonna catch her. Master scammer, bro. Alright. At some point, I guess you gotta respect it, man. Something interesting might happen if I donate just a little, even if it was a trick. There you go, the donation box of good fortune. I'm donating, but I know I'm being tricked, okay? Luck would visit those whose thoughts weigh more. I don't need that much luck. I'm fortunate enough as I am now. Good for you then. But if you donate, you definitely will be a little luckier, I think. But I don't believe in it one bit. That's great. You definitely get involved in something big when you go home. Is that supposed to be a good thing? Why wouldn't it be? Well, rather than a good thing, it's more like something unfortunate. Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm putting in my my reading skills to the test, bro. I didn't go to med school for nothing. Come on. Oh, man. I can think of a few things that would be fortunate to me. You can't fault me for lying when you find luck where bad things happen. That's a harsh thing to say. Finally, I'll tell you the truth. Most of this entire conversation was made up of lies. Right from the very beginning? Oh, my God. Bruh. Come on, Tay. Rabbit Horn League's Protest Shrine Banquet. Rabbit Stew's annual tradition says Shrine Maiden. On that day, the Rabbit Horn League... Oh, what a track. The Rabbit Horn League protested the use of rabbit in the stew served at the shrine banquet. The talks remained distant as the shrine responded to the protest. Of course I'm using rabbit. It's rabbit stew. The incident began as the moment when yokai rabbits crashed the shrine banquet upon spotting... Oh, man. It depends on how tired I am during the day. Oh, man. Began at the moment when yokai rabbits crashed the shrine banquet. Upon spotting and tasting delicious looking stew, they realized the meat in the rabbit and reported this to the leader of the Rabbit Horn League, Reisen Udongin Inaba. It's unthinkable that they're using rabbit meat in the stew. How can something so uncivilized be allowed? We of the Rabbit Horn League will continue to fight until the rabbit meat is removed from the menu for good, said Reisen. In response, the shrine Reimu Hakure said, "What's so uncivilized about rabbit meat? People have been eating it for ages. Are they saying the rabbits themselves are uncivilized? Well, I suppose running around fields for no reason might be considered that. It was clear that she would not stop the use of rabbit meat." The Rabbit Horn League, led by the moon rabbit Reisen Udongin Inaba, is a group of yokai rabbits working to form a rabbit utopia, handling all the... Good night, bro. Take it easy. Handling all the non-yokai rabbits is the manager Tei Inaba rabbit. Manager Tei had this to say: "They're ordinary, helpless rabbits. Humans are gluttonous pigs who eat anything. So I guess it's simply unavoidable that a few will get eaten. If they want humans to stop eating them, they'll have to look a lot more charming. You gotta eat something cute, right?" The manager is considering self-defense measures for the rabbits rather than trying to stop the humans who eat them. So there are dissenting opinions even with the Rabbit Horn League. The opinions of the regular rabbits are unknown. At the moment, both parties have agreed to a compromise in which chicken stew will also be made available whenever rabbit stew is offered. Okay. Guide to notable locales in Gensokyo. Eente. There is an expensive bamboo forest enveloped in perpetual mist, limiting visibility. The bamboo grows so quickly it is useless to them as landmark. Because of that, if one loses their way, they may never arrive at their destination. There is a large old mansion within the bamboo forest, as if hiding to avoid the public eye. This old mansion is called Eente. There isn't a single sign of wear in this traditional Japanese mansion, as it is eternal and unchanging. When visiting Eente, only the fainted amount of light reaches the bottom, so everything is dark, and only sounds that can be heard are the bamboo leaves rustling in the wind. You cannot tell if it's day or night, or if your friend is present or absent. As though this forest has taken on the illusion of existing outside the flow of time and history. I can imagine, to be fair, The constant bustle of Gensoke Ente is a quiet place protected by bamboo forest. It appears that here is a place where nothing happens and nothing changes. Those that visit experience an unusual sensation. Incidents and unusual occurrences are like knots in everyday life. Also, many are familiar with the feeling of time coming to a stop during extraordinary events. History ignores the flows of time during everyday life and records the flow of time during unusual circumstances. The dates of historic accomplishments can be easily stated. That is because the time when it happens has been frozen. As proof of this, it is impossible to succinctly state what happens when everyday life occurs. Alright. Ente is a place where the unusual happens on a regular basis. Hey, how's it going, Doug? No problem. You don't need to apologize. One of the residents of the mansion is a lunar rabbit, a supplement from the moon. And as everything here is unusual, the flow of time has been flatly denied. For that reason, the head of the household named this mansion Ente, meaning mansion of eternity. Those who like the unusual may enjoy an occasional visit. However, they must be able to find their way through the bamboo forest first. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, guys, just give me a bit. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. BRB. Okay, BRB. Hello. All right, I'm back. No bug. Just I need to sort some stuff out. Right. Let's get started, or let's continue on. Okay, here we go. Tash, I just read what you said as well. Right then. Okay, let's do it. Where are we? We're on this one, yeah? Beautiful. All right. Okay, it seems you've compromised on having them offer chicken stew as well, though I find that a bit questionable. Of course, I would find that questionable. Even they're so stubborn, we keep repeating ourselves, but they don't listen. That shrine maid is deceptively inflexible, isn't she? She adheres far too much to tradition and custom. I'm sure there are plenty of other kinds of foods they can stew instead of rabbit. There's potatoes, mushrooms, and wild vegetables, or poultry. You're saying that on purpose, aren't you? You think I'm a bird? You're not? No, I am. They can eat their fill of poultry for all we care. Yakitori is fine by us. Changing the subject. Why are you called the Rabbit Horn League? Rabbits don't have any horns. I raised an udongi in Inaba, a moon rabbit who escaped from the moon when Earthlings began an invasion. Her red eyes drive humans mad. And because we don't, they're a constant ideal. It means a group of rabbits who are never satisfied with the status quo, but always strive for improvement. I see. And here, I was sure it meant a group that horned is noisily on just about everything. Oh my goodness. I think I'll make crow stew tomorrow. By the way, how are you able to reach a compromise with offering chicken stew? There's nothing to eat. Also, you taking part in the banquet? We're protesting since we're taking part, but I have nothing to eat. You're gonna be losing the focus of your protest. What's a banquet with nothing to eat? Or are you saying it's fine as long as there's alcohol? Depends on the mood and the alcohol. Although I like some snacks with my drink. Mind you, we're leaving management of the Earth Rabbit City, so if she says it's unavoidable, that's it. Rabbit camaraderie is bigger than I thought. She's particularly cold. What about you? I'm the only moon rabbit, so I don't have much camaraderie. And yet you formed the Rabbit Horn League. Even if there isn't that much camaraderie or anything like that, carrying on so coldly just seems wrong. We love the bunnies, man. Well, the Earth Rabbits won't listen to me at all. You're quite the leader. Anyway, I'm the only moon rabbit and too few Earth Rabbits understand human language. That's true enough, but I still can't believe you formed the league. That was just a decision between me and Tay. Since rabbits only follow her orders, almost everything's left her. I see. So what's Tay like? Apparently she was controlling rabbits long before I got to Earth, but, well, I don't really know any details. I can't believe you make such a senseless, suspicious rabbit. You're so ordinary. I've never tried it myself. I can't comment. Right, mysterious pattern in the flower bed. Okay. Give me a second. Right. Cool. On that day, a strange pattern suddenly appeared in the garden of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. The figure of a 5-pointed star was visible among the flowers, and people began to whisper about crop circles at the manor. However, the pattern wasn't formed by flattened flora, but rather the flowers forming the pattern had all turned white, as if a group of flowers had sprung up among the crimson ones. People are saying this strange state of affairs at the Scarlet Devil Mansion is an example of the much-rumored crop circle. Crop circles are a highly mysterious phenomenon where geometric patterns appear in fields. However, nobody had seen one before, so it remained a mere rumor. How crazy are crop circles, by the way? I've seen them in movies, but how do they look in real life? Are they actually wild? IRL. This can't be real. These can't be real, man. This is a person doing it. Yeah, all verified crop circles are man-made hoaxes or human art product, not creations of aliens or paranormal forces. What the hell is this? What is that? I can't. Oh my god, that's crazy. But regardless, it's actually quite incredible that people can make this. Wow. Huh. Pretty sick though, I have to say. God damn, man. Damn, alright. Okay. Mistress of the Scarlet Devil Mansion. Yeah. Romelia Scarlet vampire had this to say about the phenomenon. Crop circles are a good omen, aren't they? The white star in a flower field is surely a symbol of victory, no? It's unclear whose victory is meant to represent, but it certainly leaves a positive impression. Crop circles sadly do seem to be a good omen of sorts. The individual who cares for the garden in question is the Scarlet Devil Mansion's gatekeeper, Hong Mei-ling Yokai. I asked her about the incident as well. Is it really a crop circle? It doesn't look like one to me. I was so scared at first because I thought she'd get mad again. I'm in charge of taking care of the garden after all. Even if she told me to change it back, I don't have the slightest idea how to do that or how it happened, so I'm glad the Miss just likes it. Even now, the mansion's garden has a white star formed by the flowers that change colors. The star-shaped crop circle makes a brilliant scarlet flower garden even more amazing to look at. Nobody knows who did this or why, but some posit that this is the work of aliens. Illusionary magic, fantastic tales from Tono. Rabbit's been up a bit gamey, also sweet. Goes well with right. I've never had like gamey meat, right? Like I'm a very basic guy, bro. I can barely have beef, man. Chicken is my go-to. I have lamb every now and then, and beef like very on occasion if we go to like a steakhouse or something like that. But anything more than like I've not ventured outside of that realm though. No, not even. Why is it so low? Is it meant to be low? Oh no, that is meant to be that low. Okay. An oriental style fantasy piece with a melody that sounds like you've heard it before but somehow forgotten about. Actually, the dynamics there. I think this piece sounds very cute. The piano's melody expresses ephemerality, and the wind instrument's melody feels like something you'd hear at a children's festival. Young children and cousins passed down throughout history come together in a very cute and ephemeral way. Although it's hard to say if ephemeral things are cute, maybe they are jumping around. Since it doesn't feel very dark or heavy, or any unpleasant feelings you may have are gone, as if they've been carried away by the song, something like that. Dark, yeah. I've not had dark either. Fish, yeah. I've had fish. I have fish. Hello there, Jeremiah. How's it going, man? Jeremiah, look who's back. Bro, you'd never believe it, man. But the other hat, it gave me a migraine, bro. It's not broken in properly or something. I don't know. I'm just too used to this hat, man. What can I say? So I'm sharing it with Sponsor-chan now. She can wear it when I'm not streaming. Oh man, I tried changing up, man. I couldn't. Well, the Miss just finally got rid of it. She told me to change the garden back. Her star pattern is still there. I don't even know how to make flower change color, so there's nothing I can do. Why don't you try telling her that? But that won't do me any good. Why don't you try tricking her somehow until they will? There's no way I could do that. Well, she'll get angry if you don't do anything, right? You should just tell her it's impossible. Yeah, sorry, missed you. Yeah, I like my chicken. I like my chicken. You should just tell her it's impossible. How could I when I have no idea? When she already knows I have no idea what to do. The Miss is just like teasing people. Boo-hoo. In any case, I wonder what made that pattern. Right. Okay. Yes, that's the main problem here, but nobody will touch it. They all just see how beautiful or interesting it is. I'm the only one losing sleep over it. Since I'm a gardener here, everyone calls it a crop circle, but it's not even shaped like a circle. It's kind of suspicious how it suddenly appeared out of nowhere. I wonder what happened to nowhere too. It happened at the time it took me to make my rounds around the perimeter of the mansion. It was only about 30 minutes. Was it really that short? Probably. You didn't stop for a nap en route, did you? I don't slack off. The white star is certainly out of the ordinary. Still, it's hard to believe that it's the work of aliens, like some people claim. Technically, are the moon people not? Are the Lunarians not aliens? Oh, if you're not smart as aliens, I bet you'd think they wouldn't do it. Well, but what could the alien be trying to communicate with? Just a star. They're trying to communicate? Is that even what crop circles do? I've never heard of them before, so I don't know much about them. They say that crop circle they used in the outside world to breathe new life into an old village. She is Hong Mei Ling. She's the gatekeeper of the Scarlet Devil Mansion and is able to control Chi. Okay. Somebody thought of it as a way to bring tourists back to old rural towns with nothing but farmland. Oh, Miss Patchouli, so unusual to see you out here. You still haven't turned it back to normal? Remy would get mad, you know. In any case, nobody really knows what crop circles are. They say they might also be formed by something rising up to the surface from underground. You know a lot about crop circles. With the star-shaped crop circle is an experiment of mine. I based it from the rumors. Huh? What did you say? It was her. It was Patchouli. All right. The Great Out-Season Settlement Festival at the Scarlet Devil Mansion. By the way, what is Settlement? Asked the maid. On that day, though summer is approaching, an extremely tardy Settlement Festival was held at the Scarlet Devil Mansion, located on the bank of the lake. Because there are no Oni in Gensokyo, Settlement hasn't been celebrated in a long time. For that reason, this event was also unknown amongst the maids. To find out why this custom had been revived so suddenly, I decided to find someone in the midst of the excitement who could tell me. Fair enough. Scarlet Devil Mansion was already filled with roasted beans. Someone said that Settlement entailed throwing them at people's shadows, and chaos ensued. The mistress of Scarlet Devil Mansion, Remelia, Scarlet Vampire, preferred not to partake in bean throwing, instead eating ehomaki rolls. Oh, my nose is blocked. Damn. Let's get a handle the roasted beans. They never... Oh, are we done? No, we're not done. Okay. Since they never failed to burn my hand, I wanted to participate as it seemed like everyone was enjoying themselves by throwing them around. But after that, I forbade them to throw any at me. They sting whenever one strikes me. The one who planned this event was partially knowledge, which I asked why she arranged this out season Setsubun festival so suddenly. Out of season? What are you saying? Is there a specific season for Setsubun? The word itself means the interval between seasons. This time between spring and summer seemed perfectly suitable. This year we decided to try to strengthen measures against the Oni, and Setsubun is a first step. As I lack material regarding the ritual, I'm somewhat dubious of the fine details. However, the fundamental thing is to throw beans, which I have left to the maids. I then inquired why she so suddenly decided to carry out a countermeasure plan against the Oni. An ounce of beans is worth a pound of Oni, as I believe the saying goes. A Scarlet Devil Mansion seems to have enough beans for an entire horde of Oni. A long time has already passed since the Oni clan withdrew from Gensokyo. By holding these odd Setsubun festivals, they may never return. This outcome seems obvious to the Tengu, the reason being that, as of now, we Tengu are the ones most familiar with Oni. But the undeniable fact is that they were here. That's so. More like wild conjecture to me. Perhaps it is. Is throwing beans really effective? Cleanup was rather painstaking. It must have been. At least I decided from the start to prohibit it in the library. Frankly, I think you went too far. Really, all you had to do was stay outside 2 or 3 more times and that would have been enough. I feel repetition strengthens the effect. And I think the way everyone was throwing beans at each other was also slightly missing the point. That's fine because some of the maids pretended to be Oni, just as the practice entails. Only Remy could not join as she was unable to touch the beans. It seems vampires are also weak against roasted beans. Remy was rather bored by the event as she only ate the ehomaki roll. That doesn't really have much to do with Oni. You seem to know a great deal about Setsubun. Why is that? This is bachelor knowledge, by the way. So, Remelia's friend has been a witch for approximately 100 years. She suffers from asthma and usually shuts herself away in the library. Mainly good at spiritual magic. Okay. A long time ago, Tengu and Oni were friendly with each other. That's why we know the most about anything relating to the Oni, such as Setsubun, in all of Gensokyo. Oh, if so, do you understand why you throw beans to drive Oni out? I've heard of things like the 5 phases and the demon gate. No, that's not it. You've also been affected by the human distorted interpretations. The truth is amazingly simple, huh? Well, the game the Oni made up as a satire against humans. The aspect that Oni hate most about humans is their deceitfulness, so they brought roasted beans with them. What does that have to do with anything? The act of scaring the beans was originally connected to farming, making buds grow. By setting fire to the beans beforehand, no sprout would emerge from the soil. It means that humans were falsely farming, so they're using deception themselves in order to make the humans do so as well. But perhaps from the start, they only determined their own weakness. Why did they need to do something like that? That's because they were too strong. Even though they have a genuine fatal weakness, they only made up some their own before they could be discovered. They certainly have a strange weakness for such powerful beings, and the vampire's weakness to roasted beans, but maybe just to hide their weakness to sunlight. Their weakness to sunlight might be covering for something else. Remy can still walk around outside with the parasol after all. You're also unexpectedly weak to sunlight. It doesn't look like you've been outside for a long time. Sunlight damages books and my hair, so I detest it. Well, I can relate with Patchouli, I'm not gonna lie. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. And I believe that is the end of how much we're reading today. Thank you very much, Krim. Appreciate you big time, man. Bohemian Archive in Japanese read, and that was a part 2 of it. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Beautiful stuff, man. I'm enjoying this. I hope you guys are enjoying it as much as I am, man. A lot of not necessarily lore, but like ancillary information, which is lore as well. But some fun articles today, man. Yeah. And I really do like Aya, so anything to do with Aya, I'm there, man. All right, guys, it looks like we have one clip to watch, and then we'll head on over to Twitch for the music section. So, shall we get started? Let's do this. And what? Whoa, hello. Megamari part, what? Mega, like Mega Man. Is that oh, Sake. Oh, no, Sakuya's here. All right, let's check this out. Wow, 15 years ago. Wow, okay. Megamari time. I really like the art style here. Alright. Marisa versus Sakuya, yeah? Oh, Touhou and Megamari. Wow. Is this on Steam? I guess. Okay, so I got this is a Touhou fan game made by Twilight Frontier, the official Touhou fan game dev that is in partners with, and they're not doing that, they're making their own fan games. Oh, dude, that's so cool. What the heck? Fantastic soundtrack. Nice. Custom soundtrack, is it? Oh. I really like the art style. I guess it's similar art style to the fighting game then. Okay, fighting outside the gate. Right. Very cool. Really? Okay. I played Mega Man X, I think, when I was a kid. Obviously, didn't finish it. I was too much of a kid. I say that like I can finish it now, to be fair. Or was it Mega Man Zero? It was the one with Zero. Don't remember which Mega Man it was. Oh. Wow. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Oh my, okay. The bait. Oh, I see, okay. that part of the OC reminds me of JoJo. Oh, okay. Oh, you're switching to Alice. Oh. Oh, wow, okay. Ah, very cool. Ooh, I see. Huh. Oh. Okay. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, this is weapons piercing damage, yeah? Dude, this is sick. Oh, okay. Oh. I was gonna say, yeah. Look at the Damaka there. Down. Oh, hold on. Alright. All right, here we go. Oh my. Oh. Oh no. Now this is Touhou. Oh, that's really cool implementing Touhou style moves in this. Nice, nice. What the hell, my eyes? Okay. Oh, okay. What did you give it to the wrong character though? That was it! Oh my god, that was so quick! Thank you for sending that in, man. Marisa's weapon for Sakuya is basically Times Chopper. Okay. Oh, I see. So each weapon is different depending on who picks it up. Ah, alright. Very cool. Really? Oh god, okay. Interesting. Alright. Very cool. I look forward to seeing more of this stuff, man. Alright, thank you very much for that. Nice. Oh, look what's coming up, bro. All right, guys, it is now time for the music section of the playlist. So I will see you over on Twitch in about 5 minutes. Let me just get ready for it, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Right, guys, Shabir in Velo City. I'll see you guys in a few minutes. Peace. On to Velo. Oh, sorry, guys. I should have been in the different screen. Oopsie, completely forgot. That other screen is only for gaming and reading novels. My bad. I apologize. Right, Shabir in Velo City. I'll catch you guys in a bit. Peace. On to Velo. Bye-bye.